And man, what an experience I had. The show was memorable enough, but just getting to Mixed Fight Gala, oh my God. I mean, I had about an 11-hour drive, from where I live in Rzeszów, Poland to Fulda, Germany. And, I didn't know it was going to be that long. It was a really long drive, but you know, when you're driving on the German Autobahn, you can really open it up, and you can go really fast on there because there's no speed limit. And in most of the places, in some places, if you're going around a big turn, or there's an exit on the highway or there's a lot of traffic, they may have a speed limit, but for the most part, you can go as fast as you want. So I'm driving down the highway in Germany and I'm really starting to open up. I'm going about 160, 165, 170, and I'm starting to think that I'm pretty cool. You know, I'm cruising down the highway in Germany. I'm on the Autobahn. Yeah, I'm starting to open it up. I get it up to about 170, 175 kilometers per hour. And I look in my rearview mirror and there's this red car sneaking up on me. And then it just flies by me. It just smokes me. And it's somebody in like a red Porsche or something like this. And, you know, my coolness, just went right out the window. It was like, you know, deflating the air in a balloon. It was like a fart, you know, it just went right out the window. And that was the end of my coolness, driving in Germany. But, you know, before I even got to Germany, I'm on the highway in Poland, right? And yeah, there are a few highways actually in Poland. Not many, but there's a few of them. Luckily, there's one going right from my house, to Germany, to the German border. So I'm on the highway and there's this, car in front of me. And it's a really nice car. It's like a brand new Audi, car. And he's flashing his lights on and off and he's got his 4-way blinkers on and they're flashing. And he's swerving all over the road, left and right. And I can't pass this guy because he's swerving all over the place. He's got his hand out the window. And at first I'm like, is this some kind of an undercover cop or something? He's pulling me over. And then I'm thinking, there's no way a cop could drive as erratically as this guy is driving. And so I try to pass the guy because I don't know what the hell he's doing. And I'm trying to, you know, get to Germany to Mixed Fight Gala, and this guy's waving me over, and I can see now he's behind me, and I can see he's flashing his lights at me, flashing his lights, turning his blinkers on, and he's trying to motion with his car that he wants me to pull over. And I'm thinking, like, you know, maybe this guy really needs help. Like, maybe I should pull over. So against better judgment, I did pull over, and this Turkish guy gets out of the car and starts walking up to me, and he runs actually to my car, and he starts screaming some kind of a story about how he's got a family and how he's got kids and he's got no money and he needs help, and of course he needs my money, and you know, all of these things. And I'm like, sorry bro, I don't have any money, can't help you. And he's, you know, just screaming about Allah, 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 please, please, praise Allah, give me the money, give me some money. And I'm thinking, like, man, this guy, I don't know if he's gonna kill me or if seemed really desperate, but he was he was dressed very, very nicely in a very nice suit. He had gold rings on his fingers and a gold bracelet, and he had a really nice Audi. So I'm thinking, man, this guy must have money. Why is he asking me for money? And I tried to ask him to explain his story again. I said, all right, bro, just calm down. Tell me what's going on, and I'll see if I can help you. And he wouldn't calm down. He's just screaming, yelling. He's like, no, please, I need the money. I need the money. I give you my ring. I give you my ring. And he throws his ring, like two of them, two like big ass gold rings, in my, passenger seat. And then he's like, please just give me the money. I pay you back tomorrow. I pay you back tomorrow. And he says, like, he gives me his business card. And he says, on this business card is my email. You give me the money now and give me your bank information, and in the email, and I'll wire you the money. I'll do a bank transfer, and you'll have the money in your account tomorrow. So this guy has got, and I say, I'm sorry, bro, I don't have any money. And he really starts to get, like emotional at this point, screaming for Allah, and please, I'm religious man, and I'm like, okay, that's great, and I have children. I was like, okay, so do I, and so I give you my bracelet. He throws his bracelet on the passenger. So now I've got a business card, 2 gold rings, and a gold bracelet on the passenger seat, and he's screaming at me. So I give him 20 złoty. Because I think if I don't give him anything at this point, he's probably going to murder me. So, I give him 20 złoty, Polish money, which is about, I don't know, €5, something like this. And he's like, how much is this? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, I need euro, give me euro. And I was like, I don't have any euro, bro. And then I just, that was the end, for this guy. And so I got out of town, I leave, the guy gets back in his car, starts following me. And he's probably, no matter how fast I go and no matter how many cars I pass, this guy's following me. Probably for about a good 20 kilometers. And I'm starting to sweat now. I was like, this guy's going to kill me. I didn't give him enough money. And he's probably going to try to run me off the road. But he's got an Audi, and it's much nicer than my car. And he can probably pass me or overtake me at any point, but he doesn't. He keeps staying, the same kind of distance, 6 car lengths, behind me the whole time. So anyway, eventually this guy disappears. And, I cross the German border, I get into Germany, and I notice that I'm starting to run low on gas. And I also realized at the gas station that I don't have any euro. And I should have exchanged some at the border, but I was so worried about this crazy guy who stopped me, and almost killed me that I forgot to exchange money when I was crossing the German border. So I finally cross the border, in Germany. I stop at the gas station, and I realize that I don't have any euro, and they will not take Polish złoty. So I'm talking to this employee, I'm talking to that employee. I have enough money but I just don't have any euro. I have all Polish money. So I asked, where can I exchange some money? They said, well, you have to go to a bank to do it in Germany. And I said, okay, well, where's the bank? All the banks are closed. Oh, great. So, how am I going to get some euros? He said, I don't know. I said, well, can't I just pay? Look, the euro is worth about 4 times more. Can't I just pay you 4 times and then you can go to the bank and do it? No, we can't do it that way. So they bring the manager out. And the manager says, I tell him the whole situation again, and he says, yeah, no problem. Just give me the money and we'll exchange it. And so I give him the money. He says, what's this? Well, it's Polish money. He says, I can't take Polish money. I thought you were going to pay with the Swiss franc. And I said, well, no, I got Polish money. So he tells me to get out of town. So now there's nothing I can do. I got an empty tank of gas, and I'm, I only have Polish money. And so I'm basically just begging, the woman. I asked a few people in the gas station. They didn't even want to listen to me. And so I'm talking to the cashier at the register again, trying to explain, what can we do about this situation? I'm not going to push my car to Fulda. And, there's a woman behind me in the line who wants to, she just bought a hot dog, and she's kind of listening to our conversation. And she says to me in Polish, Japan mówi po polsku, like, do you speak Polish? And I'm like, yeah. And we start talking, and she's like, and I tell her my situation, and she brought me to her car, and her husband exchanged some money for me. And I was able to get some euros. I gave him the Polish złoty. He was actually from Rzeszów, from the city I was from. So small world, a lucky break. And, was eventually I made it to Fulda, and was able to do the commentary, and I saw a great show. But I'm not sure actually what was more interesting, the show, meeting Remy Bojanski, and seeing this great fight, between these guys, or just getting to Fulda in the first place. But anyway, there it is. And here's the best part. So I do the show. I drive back home another 11 hours the next day, and I get home and I tell my wife the same story that I just told you. And like before I could even finish the story, like right in the beginning of the story, she already starts rolling her eyes, like, and I'm like, what? Can I finish the story or not? And she's like, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. I was like, how do you know what's gonna happen? And she, you know, and she's like, because the same exact thing happened to my brother a couple of weeks ago. So my brother-in-law was driving on the highway, and the same exact thing, probably the same exact guy, with the same exact story, gave him the rings, gave him the bracelet, gave him the business card, but the only difference was he gave the guy a lot more money than I did. So I feel sorry for him. This guy's got a great scam, and he's got a great trick going. So anybody from Poland or anybody who's driving through Poland on the highway, don't stop for anybody who's trying to pull you over and has some sob story. It's a scam. Don't do it. What a jerk off. I can't believe it.